And then this is upper, middle, and lower like this. 3 times you have to chant. So that will make 12 mantras at the lotus feet. So you have to multiply it by 3, okay? You have to chant 3 times those 4 mantras at the lotus feet. Then you go to the knees, that's pitambar, yellow color. So you chant 3 times this one. So that will make 12 mantras at the knee. Then you go to the waist, which is a green belt. Krishna is wearing a green belt at the waist. So that 4 times, you chant 3 times, so that 12 mantra. And then his chest is a Chandan Yatra, so everything is blue. So, or he can wear the blue garland. So this is 4 times, you chant 3 times, upper chest, middle chest, lower chest, like that. And then you see the wonderful face of the divine Krishna, and that is black. So on the top, you have 4 mantras, so you chant 3 times. And then you come back again on the chest, 4 times 3, 12. At the belt, at the waist, 3 times, upper, middle, and lower, like this. This is how I keep in my mind. And then you go to the knees, upper, middle, and lower, and then go to the lotus feet, the red one. So then it's 9 times 12 is 108 mantras. You will never miss any mantra. 108 perfectly well when you do the gardening, if you can memorize this chart in your mind and heart. And we need to train our mind and heart in different way. When you go to sleep, you remember this chart, and you will remember, and you practice. Practice makes one perfect. So sorry I took little time, but devotees are so nice. They put some nice energy into it to make our vision come alive. I have shared on our Japa call on WhatsApp and also on the Telegram. So everybody should have it. So with those thoughts, again, I would like to welcome again the Rupa Shen and Prafulla Nanda Madhav Prabhu. And other spiritual warriors who made our journey successful today was Ishwar Krishna Prabhu. What happened to my music? This music keep me in Vrindavan. Ishwar Krishna Prabhu, Yamuna Sundari Mataji, Ivy Gautam. Subhra Mataji didn't join today also. We need to check, send the message if she is okay. Ravi Pipilya Prabhu, Vrajeshwari Priya Mataji, Govinda Gita, Rohini Nandan Prabhu, Kasturi Mantri Mataji, Sistastika Devidasi, Parmeshwari Devidasi, Adi Gopal Prabhu, Shravan Mangal Prabhu didn't join today. Amol and Smita Pandey, Raghav Chaitanya Prabhu, Girivardhari Prabhu, Shriya Mataji, Sitala Priya Devidasi, Sachinandan Krishna Prabhu, Manani Mataji, Srinivas Acharya Prabhu, Hanuman Prabhu, Pratmesh Prabhu, Nadia Kumar Prabhu, Saman Prabhu, Leela Manchari Mataji, Rag Bhakti Mataji, Shravanangi Shyam Devidasi, Narsimha Leela Chaitanya Prabhu, Vrajeshwari Pran Devidasi, Sugandhraj Prabhu, Aradhana Devidasi, Janki Khan Prabhu, Labanga Latika Mataji, Tapti Ghosh Mataji, Manmathanand Prabhu didn't join because he's traveling. Parmanand Hari Prabhu, no, he is also in India, Haribol. Pandurang Devdas Prabhu, Damodar Rati Mataji, Sikha and Pankaj Gupta, Rohit Mishra Prabhu, Pranad Gopal Prabhu, Radhika Prem Devidasi, Devendra Krishna Prabhu. He joined before 4:30 because he is a brahmachari now. Wife is in India, Haribol. Divyans and Saloni, Vraj Vinod Prabhu, Anand Vinodini Mataji, Priyanka Mataji, Rukmini Priya Devidasi, किशोर कृष्ण प्रभु, नामानंद प्रभु, प्रेम विनोदिनी माता जी, माधवी गोपी माता जी, रघुनाथ प्रिया प्रभु, गंगा देवी दासी, उत्तम भक्ता प्रभु, वल्लभी माता जी, राजेंद्र प्रभु, अभय प्रभु, विजय केशव प्रभु, अमल आत्मन प्रभु, गदाधर चंद्र प्रभु, तुलसी प्रिया देवी दासी, जय गोविंद प्रभु, भद्रा भारती माता जी, सर्व तारक प्रभु, अमल नाम प्रभु, बरसना रानी माता जी, गोविंद मोहिनी देवी दासी, कृता लक्ष्मण प्रभु, मतंगी गोपी देवी दासी, मनोज कपूर प्रभु, कमल प्रिया देवी दासी, करुणामाई माता जी, राधा चरण प्रभु, अभय चरण प्रभु, सुकृति देवी दासी, Kamini Priya Mataji also didn't join. I have sent her the text message to know her well-being. Hope and pray that she is feeling better. Madhav Charana Prabhu, oh no, they didn't join. Sundarangi Devi Dasi, Sundari Leela Mataji, Sarmishta Sahi Mataji, Mamta Mataji, Balram Prabhu didn't join. Kamlesh Tingara Mataji, श्याम सुंदर प्रभु, हरि कथा माता जी, रसा किदा प्रभु, आनंद राधिका माता जी, पीताम्बर प्रिया प्रभु also didn't join. Abhit Prabhu also, Rajesh and Sweta, Chintamani Devidasi, Amit Prabhu, Prem Priya Padma माता जी, सुचित्रा देवीदासी, श्री कुमार प्रभु, सुमित प्रभु, पुरमी परमार माता जी, कांता माता जी, रश्मि माता जी, श्रीकांत जी, निशांत शर्मा प्रभु, रति प्रभु, नित्य नवली देवीदासी, नीरज श्रीवास्तव प्रभु, माधवी माता जी from Nepal, Girish didn't join. I think those are the devotees who join, as I say, those two newcomers. So let's hear the wonderful song before we will read from the Jaiva Dharma.
Jashamati Nandanam Brajaparanagara Jashamati Nandanam Brajaparanagara Gokula Ranjana Kana Gokula Ranjana Kana Paradhana Madana Manohara Gopi Paradhana Madana Manohara Kaliyada Mano Vidhana Kaliyada Mano Vidhana Amala Hari Namo Amiya Vilasha Amala Hari Namo Amiya Vilasha Vipina Purandara Navina Nagara Vara Vipina Purandara Navina Nagara Vara Vamshi Vadana Shubhasha Vamshi Vadana Shubhasha Jana Malana Ashur Kulana Shona Jana Malana Ashur Kulana Shona Nanda Godana Rakola Nanda Godana Rakola Govinda Madhava Namanita Kashakaru Govinda Madhava Namanita Kashakaru Darananda Gopala Darananda Gopala Yamuna Gata Jara Gopi Vasudhara Yamuna Gata Jara Gopi Vasudhara Rasarasika Kripamaya Rasarasika Kripamaya Sri Radha Vallabha Vrindavan Natavana Sri Radha Vallabha Vrindavan Natavana Bhagavati Vinodaya Saya কালিয় দমন বিধান কালিয় দমন বিধান কালিয় দমন বিধান কালিয় দমন বিধান
Thank you very much, Ishwar Krishna Prabhu, for playing a wonderful song. This is Krishna's favorite song, Prabhupada used to say. So, I will read that paragraph. Chudamani is asking question. Please leave all that aside. Let us remain on the subject. How are we supposed to behave with the Yavanas? Vaishnava Das Babaji responded, as long as a person remains a Yavana, we are indifferent toward him. However, when the Yavana becomes a Vaishnava on the strength of his Nitya Shukruti, then we do not refer to him henceforward as a Yavana. The scriptures give this advice in the Padma Purana, which is also quoted in Hari Bhakti Vilas 10.119 as follows. Shudram va Bhagavad Bhaktam Nisadam Swapacham Tatha Vikshate Jati Saman Yat Sa Yati Narakam Dhruvam. A devotee of the Supreme Lord may be born in a Shudra family, the last of the four Varnas, or lower as a Nisad, an aboriginal hunter, or even in a Chandala, dog-eating family. But anyone who thinks that such a devotee to be designated according to his birth will certainly be doomed to hell. In Itihas Samuchaya, it is stated, as quoted in the Hari Bhakti Vilas 10.127, Name Priyas Chaturvedi Mad Bhakta Swapachaha Priya Tasmai Devam Tato Grahyam Sacha Pujyo Yathahi Aham. If a Brahmana, well versed in the four Vedas as Chaturvedi, is not a devotee, he is not dear to me. But if a person, though born in a Chandala family, is a devotee, then he is very dear to me. Whatever offering that has to be made must be made to him with proper faith. His remnant must be accepted by all, knowing him to be worthy of everyone's worship, just as I am. And that's why we always sing in the morning in the Guru Astakam. Yasya Deve. Chudamani asks, I understand. Can a Grahastha Vaishnava offer the hand of his daughter in marriage to a Yavana Vaishnava? And can the Yavana Vaishnava in turn accept the hand in marriage of a daughter of a Grahastha Vaishnava? Vaishnava Das Babaji. For the world of materialistic society, a Yavan remains a Yavana until his death. But in spiritual life, when a Yavana attains bhakti, he is no longer to be regarded as a Yavana. The 10 prescribed duties known as samskaras are smarta activities, and viva, marriage, is one of them. Hence, if Grahastha Vaishnava is an Arya belonging to one of the four Varnas, then he should only marry into his own varna. Although the varnashrama dharma is a part of naimistika karma, so he should follow its principle in order to lead a proper household life. It is not true that one become a Vaishnava simply by discarding the social rules and etiquette of Varnashrama Dharma. For a Vaishnava, anything that is favorable toward the path of bhakti becomes his duty. Only when a person develops genuine detachment from Varnashrama Dharma by progress in Haribhajan will he be eligible to disassociate himself from it. Then he must reject the Varnashrama system and everything associated with it entirely. If to a faithful Muslim his own Yavana society proves spiritually detrimental, then he may renounce it without hesitations. If two persons are Vaishnavas, one of which has renounced Varnashrama Dharma and the other has renounced Yavana society, ultimately, what is the difference? Both have rejected the Vyavhar, materialistic norms, and in the pursuit of Param Artha, spiritual reality, they are brothers. However, this is not applicable to Grihastha Vaishnava society. Domestic society may place hindrance in the Grihastha's path of bhajan. However, until he gains the full eligibility to reject the norms of Varnashrama society, the Grihastha should not do so. Gradually, when he spontaneously develops firm and steady attachment to practices that are beneficial to his spiritual bhajan, then he may forget his dependence on social etiquette. For example, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 11.11.32 states, Agnayayam gunan dosan maya distan apiswakan dharman santyajya ya sarvan mama bhajet satu satvamaha. The Supreme Lord said, my devotee perfectly understand that the ordinary religious duty prescribed by me in various Vedic scriptures possesses favorable qualities that purify the performer. And he knows that neglect of such duties constitute a discrepancies in one's life. However, having taken complete shelter at my lotus feet, a saintly person ultimately renounces such ordinary religious duties and worship me alone. He is thus considered the best amongst all living entities. Wonderful instructions. Further, the Bhagavad Gita 1866 states, Sarva dharmam parityaja mamekam shranam vaja aham tam sarva papebhyo mokshachayima masuchaha. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. Haribo. Elsewhere in Srimad Bhagavatam 4.29.46 also state, Yada yasya nugrahnati bhagavan atma bhavitaha sajahati matim loke vedecha purini stitam. When a person is fully engaged in bhakti, he is favored by the Lord, who bestowed his causeless mercy. At such a time, the awakened devotee give up all material activities and ritualistic performances mentioned in the Vedas. Chudamani. If a Yamana sincerely embraces Vaishnavism, will you sit together with him and eat? Vaishnavadas Babaji. Impartial, detached Vaishnavas can sit with him and honor Mahaprasadam. In the context of ordinary social dealing, Grahastha Vaishnava may not sit together with him, but there is no such objection when it comes to honoring Vishnu Prasad. In fact, they are duty bound to sit together. Chudamani. Then, why are the Yavana Vaishnavas prohibited from touching the deity paraphernalia in a Vaishnava temple deity room? Vaishnava Das Babaji. It is offensive to call a Vaishnava Yavana only because he is born in a Yavana family. Every single Vaishnava has the right to serve the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. If a Grahastha Vaishnava in serving the deities act contrary to the precept of the Varnashram Dharma, he is found guilty only of transgressing the rules of social etiquette. For the Nirvapex Vaishnava in the renounced order, deity worship is not recommended because Nirpexata, being free from all external requirement, is recommended. The Nirpexa Vaishnava should serve the divine couple, Sri Radha and her beloved Sri Krishna, in Manasi Seva, internal meditation. Chudamani, I see. Now please tell me what you think of the Brahmanas. Vaishnavadas Babaji. There are two types of Brahmanas. Swabhav Siddha by qualification and Jati Siddha by birth only. The Brahmanas by qualification are close to being Vaishnavas and should be respected by all. Whereas a Brahmana by birth is to be given the conventional social respect of mundane society. In this way, the Vaishnavas respect both. The scripture, Srimad Bhagavatam 7, 9, 10, comments on this point. Vripradvisat guna yutyat arvindanabha padarvindo mukhakat swapacham varistam manyet darpita manuvachanchitartha pranam punati sakulum natu bhuri manaha. If a Brahmana has all 12 Brahminical qualifications, as they are stated in the books called Sanat Sujata, but is not a devotee and is averse to the lotus feet of the Lord, he is certainly lower than the devotee who was born as a dog eater, but who has now dedicated everything, mind, words, activity, wealth, and life to the Supreme Lord. Such a devotee is better than such a Brahmana because the devotee can purify his whole family, whereas the so-called Brahmana, in his positions of false prestige cannot purify even himself. Chudamani. The lower castes, such as the Sudras, are not allowed to study the Vedas. Can a Sudra who has become a Vaishnava scrutinize the Vedas? Vaishnava Das Babaji. He may come from any Varna, but if a person is a pure Vaishnava, he automatically becomes a transcendental Brahmana. The Vedas are broadly divided into two sections. The section which directs the performance of karma, prescribed duties within Varnashrama Dharma, and that section which exalts the Tattva, the absolute truth. Mundane Brahmanas have only access to the former section of the Vedas, explaining karma and so on, while the transcendental Brahmanas are fit candidates to study the later section describing absolute truth. Regardless of a pure Vaishnava's background, he is worthy of studying and teaching the essence, the absolute truth, from the Vedas. This is substantiated in the Bruhat Aranyaka Upanishad 4.4.21. Tam eva dhira vignaya pragyanam kurvita brahmanaha. An intelligent, equipoised person who has realized Brahman must endeavor to know the supreme absolute truth, the personality of Godhead, and surrender unto Him with loving devotion. In the same Upanishad 3.8.10, it is stated, Yo va etat aksharam gargi aviditva smal lokat priti sa karpanaha athaya etat aksharam gargi viditva samai lokat priti su brahmanaha. O Gargi, those who pass away from this material world without the knowledge of the infallible Supreme Personality of Godhead are very impious, lonely destitutes, and terrible misers. And those who have realized the transcendentally situated Supreme Lord exist from this material world as Brahmanas. Manu offers this comment referring to the mundane Brahmanas in the Manusmriti 2.168. Yo naditya dvijo vedam anyatra kurute shramam sajivam eva shadatvam asu gacchati sanyavaha. The twice-born Brahmana, a Dvij, who after receiving the sacred thread does not immerse himself in the studies of the Vedas, but busies himself with less important texts and subject matter, will very soon in this lifetime, along with his family, acquire the lowly qualities of a Sudra. We should really remember these instructions. The Vedas have clearly defined the characteristic of deserving candidate who can dwell into the essence of the Vedas. The Svetara Tarpar Upanishad 6.27 states, Yasya deve parabhaktir yatha deve tatha guru tasya te kathita hi artha prakasante mahatmanaha. This is also one of my famous verses. Only unto those great souls who have implicit faith in both the Lord and the spiritual master are all import of Vedic knowledge automatically revealed. What a place to stop, huh? With those thoughts, always remain happy, jubilant, and totally fearless. And whoever you come across, give them a kind word that their life can also become successful and totally fearless. With those thoughts, I would like to offer my humble obeisances at the dusk of these wonderful Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis who join every day taking so much austerity. And everyone is trying to join little earlier than where they used to join Ravi Prabhu is really getting fixed up. He always join at 2 o'clock with Iswar Krishna Prabhu. Iswar Krishna Prabhu is always there before me. Wonderful devotee. So those we would like to offer our humble obeisances from Houston, from India, New Jersey, Virginia, Boston, Boise, Atlanta, Alachua, Austin, College Station, San Jose, Tempe, Phoenix, Dallas, Detroit, Chicago, Naperville, Philadelphia, Charlotte, Brampton, and New Orleans. Vanchakalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhayavacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you very much for assisting me. Always now,